But even though I didn't have a real passport, even the Carabinieri Policia, when they would do road checks, I'd have a copy of my passport. And they'd look at me and they'd say, "You have a Spanish boyfriend, see?" And I'd say, and they'd look at me with the funny eye. You know how they do the wink wink thing? And I'd say, "See, Spanish boyfriend," I would tell them. And we'd laugh. And they just let me go, you know. Always. They were so nice to me. Everybody there was so nice to me in Spain. And then, Rudolfo was gone. I thought all my problems was solved, you know. And I knew that Stephen was after me because I'd gotten word that he'd made 5 trips to Spain. So they told me anyway. And nobody was going to tell him where I was at. I had Russian people that were protecting me, that were bodyguards of the premier. You know, there was mobsters there. Everybody liked me. I got along just fine. Well, because I didn't step in nobody's business. And we all just got along, you know. So, anyway, all of a sudden, there's a knock on my door. And it's Rudolfo. Rudolfo Cortese. And I'm a hiding now, folks. I ain't answering that door. So as soon as he left, I heard the ding on the, the bell on the, you know how the elevator makes that ding sound when you push the button. And anyway, I heard him. And the elevator wasn't very far from my apartment. It's like my apartment here, the apartment over there, and then the elevator was like right there. So he goes down the elevator. Well, he goes down the elevator, and I look at the elevator, and it always tells you it's the last floor it's on. So I get in there, push the same button. I go down to the car park. Well, I'm down in the car park. And, you know them big cement things that holds the ceiling up in the car park? Well, I'm hiding behind one of them. I mean, I'm a sneaking. And there's a station wagon there in the car park. And the door's open, and there's this woman in there. And Rudolfo's there, and there's some guy there. And it turned out it was his brother-in-law. I think his name was Paolo, if I remember correctly. And that woman, she's a flipping out, folks. She's like got her hands up like this over her face. And then she's like doing this, and she's all hysterical and saying, "I can't do it, I can't." But she got an accent, an Italian accent. "I can't do it, I can't do it," she kept saying. And I'm just listening, right? And then they're trying to, come on, telling her. And she's like, "I can't help you kill that woman." They was going to kill me. So, that's what she said. Well, let me tell you, I was shaking in my boots. So I hid. Soon as they left that car park, by God, I run back up, got on that elevator, up I went, back in my apartment I went. And I mean, I'm a slinging clothes now, buddy. I'm a packing as fast as I can. I packed up my stuff and I went down the garage and I got my Porsche and I headed the hell out of Spain. You know, I was driving so fast the police were chasing me. That's no kidding. Chasing me. And I'm trying to think, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I've got to make this stop. I can't let Stephen Franks and this freak do this to me. This is my life here. So I knew Rudolfo was from Milan, Italy, so I went to Italy. And I had a hell of a time. They slashed the top of my Porsche top and everything. And anyway, I'm trying to find a way to get somebody to help me there. Yeah. And so there was this guy there, and he spoke real good English in Milano, Italy. Well, he tells me he lived in Florida. And they had a company there, a business. I said, "Really? Well, that's nice." Stupid me. There you go. It's me being naive and friendly. And turned out, yeah, he'd been in America all right, and he'd lived in Florida all right. But they'd kicked him out of the country because they was doing criminal things, ripping people off and stuff. Then he starts trying to set me up. Yeah, because I don't know. I'm just trying to get somebody that speaks English that I can talk to that can help me so I can get this Rudolfo character and then put in prison. Next thing I know, this fella's doing his thing, trying to set me up. I'm not kidding. I'm talking, I was jumping from the fire plan into the fire. And then this guy lets me know that there's some guy that the FBI is still looking for. And it was his sister's boyfriend. Her name was Tally, I think. And he also let me know that they set a man up that ratted on him. And they set him up with drugs, and that our courts had sent him to prison. So that poor guy's in prison, or was back in prison in them days. That was about 16 years ago. I even tried to tell the feds about that. Had the guy's name and everything. Can't remember it anymore, but I tried to tell the feds that it was a setup, and they set that man up, and he was in prison falsely. Well, it got so bad for me, folks, even in Italy. They sat me up and got me in trouble. And my consulate did show up and help me. And, because he stole all my money and stuff. And, then, I was running around with the secret police in their cars. And they believed me. And, well, I had the court things to deal with. So what they had me do was live over in Switzerland. There's Lugano, Switzerland border from the Italian border.